Let us not mince words, and let us certainly not retreat behind the weary corporate platitudes that have become the unfortunate hallmark of a failing regime. What we witnessed at St James's Park against Brentford was nothing short of a tactical, physical, and psychological capitulation of the highest order. It was an absolute, unmitigated shambles. For 90 agonizing minutes, we watched a Newcastle United side that looked utterly devoid of ideas, drained of even a flicker of confidence, and frankly, tactically outclassed by a Brentford outfit that simply exhibited more desire. Thomas Frank did not just win a football match, he exposed the structural rot that is starting to fester under Eddie Howe's leadership. The atmosphere in the Gallowgate was not merely flat, it was bordering on toxic, and rightfully so. The murmurs of discontent that have been bubbling under the surface for weeks have finally erupted into a deafening roar of frustration. Let us analyze the setup, or lack thereof. How many times must the Toon Army endure the same rigid, predictable 4-3-3 formation, failing to penetrate even the most basic low block? How many times must we watch our defensive line get bypassed by a single direct ball because a high press is as coordinated as a Sunday League hangover? The Eddie Howe's black and white army chant is no longer a rallying cry. It is becoming a haunting echo of a honeymoon period that concluded months ago. The reality is stark and unforgiving. The Public Investment Fund did not inject hundreds of millions of pounds into this institution to observe it stagnate, or worse, regress into the dismal mediocrity we fought so desperately to escape during the Mike Ashley era. The owners are ambitious, they are mathematically ruthless, and they are watching every single move. They are not here to merely participate in the Premier League, they are here to dominate it. And right now, Eddie Howe resembles a man attempting to hold back a tidal wave with a plastic bucket. The sack rumours are no longer confined to the darker corners of social media. They are reverberating through the corridors of power. When the names of world-class elite managers are being whispered in the same breath as the Newcastle United job, you know the clock is ticking. We are discussing managers who have lifted the biggest trophies in world football, individuals who possess the tactical flexibility that Howe seemingly lacks when his plan A is neutralized. Is Eddie merely a project manager who has reached his intellectual ceiling? It is a painful, agonizing question for those of us who appreciate the stability he brought in the wake of the takeover. But professional football is a cold-blooded, results-oriented business. You either evolve or you become extinct. The defensive fragility we are seeing is genuinely alarming. We look like we have forgotten the fundamental mechanics of keeping a clean sheet. The midfield, once our engine room and the pride of the Northeast, is now a sieve. Bruno Guimaraes is being suffocated by opposition markers, and there is absolutely no plan B from the dugout. There is no tactical pivot, no courageous shift in formation, just the same predictable, like-for-like substitutions at the 70-minute mark that achieve nothing except wasting time. The fans are exhausted by the excuses. We are tired of hearing about fine margins and working hard on the training ground. We demand results. We demand the Newcastle United that struck genuine fear into the hearts of the traditional Big Six last season. Howe cannot rediscover that last spark if he cannot demonstrate that he is more than just a transitional coach, then the board has a fiduciary and moral duty to act. The nice guy persona does not secure silverware. Ruthlessness secures silverware. If we must sacrifice a club legend in the making to ascend to the next level of global football, then that is the price of progress. The project is infinitely bigger than any one individual. The Brentford meltdown was a definitive tipping point. It was the moment the mask slipped and revealed a team that is fundamentally broken and lacking direction. Are we going to wait until we are languishing in the bottom half of the table to make a necessary change, or are we going to act with the decisiveness expected of a global superpower? The pressure is at an all-time high. The vultures are circling St James's Park, and Eddie Howe is standing precariously on the edge of a precipice. The next few weeks will define the trajectory of this club for the next decade. It is time to decide if we are content with being plucky Newcastle, or if we are ready to become the titans we were promised. If the latter is true, then Eddie Howe might just be the first high-profile casualty of our own immense ambition. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Is it time for Eddie to go, or does he deserve one last chance to salvage his reputation? Because from where I am sitting, the end feels closer than it ever has before.